Hi guys, in this video we are going to discuss the basic 2.2 concepts. What is management audit and what is operational audit, and what are the questions with respect to the management audit and operational audit. For example, the basic difference between the management audit and the operational audit is management audit is audit of management, whereas operational audit and internal audit is audit for management, and management audit is audit of management. We can simply say operational audit is a subset of management audit, right? Coming to the main topic, the management audit. What is the meaning of the management audit? If any question is asked with respect to the management audit, we can write general introduction. What is management audit? In layman terms, management audit is evaluation of management ability to manage. Whereas if you want to write in a technical manner, it can be written as systematic independent appraisal activity within an organization for review of management efficiency. Right? These basic definitions we can write if any question is asked with respect to the management audit. And coming to the next, what are the steps involved in the management audit? For everything, there should be audit program, and second step is conducting of an audit, and the third step is conclusions and reporting. We will see one by one. In conducting of an audit, we will see what are the steps involved. While framing audit program, we will see what are the steps involved. Right? In coming to that audit program, the first step is developing a statement of policy. What is that policy means? We have to consult with the management and we have to discuss with the terms and conditions of the management audit. And second is location of audit function within organization. What is that means? For example, where is the position of the management auditor is situated in the hierarchy of the organization structure? That point should be checked. And the next point is allocation of personnel. In the management audit team, there will be personnel having some prescribed qualifications and experiences. They should be properly allocated to the particular job based on the nature, timing, extent of that particular item. Next one is staff training. Staff training should be given regularly to maintain the professional competence. Next point is E, time and other aspect. What is the time and what is the cost involved for conducting an of management audit should be decided. Next one is frequency of audit. This should be based upon the agreement between the management and the management auditor. Next, coming to the after audit program, we have to go and conduct the audit on the field. Right? What is the next point? Getting facts through interviews. We have to go into the management and we have to inquire the management, interview the management, and we have to get some information. Measuring performance through questionnaires, because we have to form a management audit questionnaires and we have to get some information regarding the management decision makings and all. Next, at last, the conclusions and reporting. What are the conclusions and reporting types? Pre-report discussion. Before any report, we have to discuss with the management. Draft report, as we have already discussed in our internal topic, a draft report needs to be framed for better presentation of the final report. Supporting information. If any point we have said in the report, for that the evidence should be there. Supporting evidence should be attached with the report. Final report. The final report should be given to the management. Follow up. If any suggestions given, whether the management is taking the suggestions and following up, all this should be made. Right. And coming to our next topic is, what is management audit questionnaire? See, questionnaire consists of a checklist like things. 1 point, 2 point, if yes, not applicable, no. For example, what the main objective of forming the management audit questionnaires are comprehensive and constructive examination. If the management audit questionnaire, we can examine all the items by framing simple questions, and we can go through the particular item where is the deficiency is there. Appraisal of management actions. For example, if the management has taken good decisions, we can appraise like management is doing their job very good. Next point is highlight of weaknesses. If any weaknesses are there, we can highlight the weaknesses through management audit questionnaire. Evaluation of effective decision making process. For example, we can make an audit questionnaire 1 point whether the management has taken information, reliable and accurate information for decision making process or not. If yes, you can evaluate. If no, what are the steps need to be further taken? Those points can be taken through the management audit questionnaire. For the management audit questionnaire can be seen as follows: is management framing policies? Yes. You can tick yes. Does the management conducting reviews meetings physically? No, because the COVID situation is there. Whenever there is a no in the management audit questionnaires, we have to give reasons for that. Does management monitor internal control system? Yes. Like that, the management audit questionnaires format will be there, and we have to tick yes or no or not applicable based on the answers given by the management. Right. And coming to the types of management report, there are 4 types of management audit report: oral report, interim reports, regular report, summary report, written report, or flash report. Summary written reports are also called as flash reports. Oral report is just like we'll go to the management and we'll say these points orally, not in written format. Interim report means from the date of audit of management to the date of final report, we will issue some interim reports to take the urgentness of the situation. We will give interim reports, and the management should take decision accordingly. Regular reports are the final reports. Summary reports and written reports are like see, the top level management does not have very time. They do not have time. For that return, we will just summarize all the sophisticated points, all the main points in one summary written format. Those are called as flash reports, so that the top management can go through that in less time and can take decisions. Generally, for every audit report there will be format. There is also some format is there for management audit report. This is not that much important. Yes, we will see title, objective, scope, findings, conclusions, opinions, recommendations, audit issues, summary. The 7 points are there. Same we have discussed in internal audit also, SIA for the, but that audit report format is important. And going to our next topic, that is behavioral aspect with management audit. For example, what is the behavioral aspects? We all know the people are rational. The people taste and preferences differ from one and another. There is a behavioral aspect with respect to the management audit will be there. What are the causes of that such behavioral aspects, and what solutions does the management auditor should take to mitigate the risk involved in the behavioral aspects? The causes are staff and line conflict, control, resistance to change. What is the staff and line conflict? Staff refers to the management auditor. Line refers to the member of other departments. What are the members of other departments? For example, the line always thinks that the management auditor, that is the staff, is always superior, right? For that reason, the staff do not consider line in decision making, and in addition to that, line will not follow the what of the decision given by the staff. Thus, there will be a behavioral aspect. There will be some cause. Coming to the next point, control. What is control? For example, what is the main objective of the management auditor? The management auditor has to check the effectiveness of the controls implemented by the management, right? If any control is defective, the auditee, that is the manager or employee, will fear of criticism. For example, the management auditor has given some findings to the top level management. The top level management may criticize that manager particularly. There may be fear of criticism, fear of changes of day-to-day habits. For example, the management auditor has said that this particular process is not good, we have to change the process. Then the employee or manager will think that he has to change his day-to-day activities. Punitive actions. Same like the top level management may take some penalties to the employees or managers based on the management auditor report. Hostile audit style means hostile audit style is from the point of view of management auditor. What the management auditor is, he will do unfriendly audit. Like hostile means unfriendly. And third point is resistance to change. Most of everyone will not be resistance to change. Mostly few people will be resistant to change. They will not adopt the new technologies. Like we have read all this already, this resistance to change topic in our IPCC in SM subject given by Cutlevy's change model, right? These are the three causes of behavioral aspects of management audit. And the solutions, what the management auditor do? He should be going for the constructive criticism, and the reporting method should be friendly. The reporting method should not be harsh towards the management or the employees or manager. Participative approach. The employees or manager should be involved in the decision making, involved in the drafting the report, involved in getting suggestions. Those 3 points helps the solutions for the behavioral aspects of management audit. We will conclude management audit topic, and we are going to the next topic, operational audit. Same way, the operational audit can be defined in simple terms: review and appraisal of operations of any organization conducted by independent persons. The main important thing is operations. Review of appraisal of operations. If you want to write, this mainly focuses on qualitative aspects and all rather than quantitative aspects. This does not mean that if there is any quantitative deficiency, operational auditor shall not consider that fact. It is not within the scope of auditor. There is a question in our previous papers. Same point is given, but they have given some 1,000 rupees. Some deficiency is there. Whether the operational auditor should consider this or not. Yes, the operational auditor should consider that 1,000 also. It is not excluded in his scope, right? And coming to the types of operational audit. What are the types of operational audit? Functional audit, organizational audit, special assignment. Functional audit means the particular department audit we will do. With that, we will get some specialization, right? Specialization will be obtained. Payroll, for example, payroll function. What are the main disadvantages of doing functional audits is failure to evaluate interrelated functions. For example, one department to another department, there is interaction that is there. That interaction, efficiency, effectiveness, we cannot check if you do functional audit. For that purpose, there is an audit, organization audit. Organization audit is entire organization we have to do. For what is the entire organization, main benefit is interaction, effectiveness, and efficiency can be checked. Coming to the next third type of operation audit is special assignments. What is special assignments? Investigation of fraud. For example, we can see in our Companies Act 2013, inspection investigation is there. If the management of the company thinks that or a tribunal thinks or a central government thinks, they can give for investigation to that particular company, particular aspects, right? That is kind of a special assignment given to the operation auditor. That can be considered as an operation audit, right? One second. And next one, what is the main objectives and scope of operation audit? The main objective is appraisal of controls, evaluation of performance, appraisal of objectives and plans, appraisal of organization structure, appraisal of controls. For example, the main objective is appraisal of controls. What is the operation auditor will do? Will go in and check the controls in the process are running correctly or not, or appropriately or not. Then, if it is correct, he will appraise. If it is wrong, he will suggest. He will report this matter. Evaluation of performance, whether the performance has been done correctly or not to the desired objectives or not. They will check. Evaluation of the performance will be made by the operation auditor, and appraisal of objectives and plans. First, the management will decide the objectives and plans. Whether the management is reaching the objectives or not, the operation auditor will evaluate or appraise. And coming to the appraisal of organization structure. Appraisal of organization structure by operational audit. We have already seen in our previous video appraisal of organization structure by internal audit. That is different. This is different. You should be very careful in this regard. The question might be asked: appraisal of organization structure by operational auditor. We may confuse. We may write the internal audit points, right? What is the appraisal of organization structure? It is different from the internal audit I have given here. And what are the 4 points will be there? The 2 points relating to the responsibility and authority, and 2 points are separate: conformity and line. What is the first point? Conformity. The organization structure, whether the organization structure is in conformity with the management objectives or not. This thing needs to be verified. This is the same point with respect to the internal auditor also. What is their organization structure? It should be in harmony with the management objectives as there. Here the word conformity has been used. Responsibility and authority. Matching of responsibility and authority. Whether the matching of responsibility of authority is made in the organization or not, that thing organization of operational auditor should check. Whether the line of responsibility from top to bottom is clear or not. This thing also similar, but they have given in the internal audit point the span of each employee or manager. Like that given, different point is given. Responsibility and authority. Delegation of responsibility authority is clear and not overlapping. This point also is there in the internal audit appraisal, but the words are different. We have to write these points only if the question is asked based on the operational auditor. And coming to our next topic, what are the essential qualities of operational auditor? Essential qualities of operational auditor we have to check. We'll give just a hint for that, remembering out of the 5 points. Scanty team of operational auditors must have constructive approach, skepticism, and who, why, how. What is that? Scanty team of operational auditor must have constructive approach, skepticism, who, why, how approach. Right? What is a team? In the operational auditor team must have a personnel from different backgrounds. Scanty means the operational auditor should be inquisitive. Inquisitive means he must be curious. He shall be curious towards the situation. And what is the meaning of scanty? Scanty means small amount of knowledge in all fields. The operational auditor need not have abundant knowledge of finance and accounting also, but he should have some small amount of knowledge in other fields also. And next point is who, why, how of everything. The management auditor should ask himself who, why, how of everything. He should visualize simple alternatives so that the process can be done in an easy manner. That is the main essential quality of operational auditor. Constructive approach. The management auditor should follow constructive approach rather than the fault finding approach. And the next point is attitude of skepticism. This skepticism should be there for every auditor. That is alertness towards the situation. And coming to our last, the difference between the different types of audit we will discuss here. What is the difference between the financial auditing and operational auditing? Financial auditing and operational auditing, at present, the difference is PARE, P-A-R-E, PARE, purpose, area, reporting, any task. Purpose. What is the main purpose of financial auditing? In order to give opinion on the historical financial statements. What is the main purpose of the operational auditing? In order to check the efficiency or effectiveness of the operations for future performance. Right. Next, coming to the pair, PA, area. The matters. What is the area which the financial auditing will check? The financial statements area. What is the area the operational auditor will check? All the activities related to the effectiveness and efficiency of all operations in the organization. That is the area of operational auditing. And coming to the reporting point of view, financial auditing reporting will be given to the stakeholders, banks, and other persons, whereas the operational auditing reporting will be given to the mostly for management or those charged with governance. And what is the end task? The end task in the financial auditing is finding the mistakes or finding the misstatements. What is the end task in the operational auditing? In addition to finding misstatements, we have to give some suggestions or potential improvements can be suggested. Right, this is the main difference pair. PARE, purpose, area, reporting, end task, financial auditing, operational auditing. Right, and coming to the another main difference, operating auditing and internal auditing. Nowadays, these two are cannot be differentiated, but both are equal. But there are some differences as given in the book. We'll just discuss the definitions. The definition. What is the definition of operational auditing? What is the definition of internal auditing? We will, right. The definition of operational auditing we already discussed. Review and appraisal of the every operations or in an organization. Internal auditing also we have to discuss in the previous video. Internal controls in place or not. We have to check the internal controls in place or not by independent person. And next point is ICS, internal control system. Internal control system. Operational auditor is not part of internal control system, whereas internal auditor is part of internal control system. Functions. Operational auditor function should be constructive function, whereas internal auditor should be protective function. All aspects. Operational auditor considers all aspects, whereas the internal auditor considers the financial and internal control aspects. Qualitative is quantitative. Operational auditor is qualitative, whereas internal auditor is quantitative. Right? This is a basic difference. Definition: internal control system, functions, all aspects, qualitative versus quantitative. Right? And coming to the last main difference between the management audit and operational audit, we'll discuss. We can say the management audit and operational audit are complementary and supplementary to each other. Right? They cannot be seen as in different aspects. They can be combined together and can be seen as a single one. Complementary and supplementary. Management audit is the audit of quality of managing, whereas operational audit is the quality of operations. The basic difference is not in method but in the appraisal. Right? In management audit, we will appraise the management. In operational audit, we will appraise the operations. Operational audit talks about the efficiency. 3 is efficiency, effectiveness, economy of operations. There are 2 identifiable exercises having a large area of overlapping. They overlap in many aspects, so that they should not be taken as in different topics. They can be read as one management and operational audit. Right. This is the end of this topic. There are some other important questions are there. Action plan for management audit of a company facing financial crunch. That question can be read on own. That is very similar question. You can write on your own. That question is expected, and one more question is expected is behavioral aspects with related to the management audit. These 2 questions are expected from this chapter. Thank you.